Now, the experiment is to show what happens when we mix baking soda and vinegar. Due to tiny reactions that happen between the two, it will make the volcano look like it's really erupting.
Oh, come on, Prof. I can't wait any longer. Let's do it.
Okay, you impatient dino. Here we go. So first, we add the baking powder. Next, we add some food colouring. And it's nearly ready to go. Finally, all we have to do is add the vinegar. Are you ready, Doug?
Yep, pour away. Oh, wow, look at it go.
And there you have it, our very own volcanic eruption.
During the establishment of film, many women were employed as cutters and patchers. It wasn't until the golden age of Hollywood in 1920 that women were able to have complete creative freedom whilst working with film negatives. However, women are still to this day looked over in the film industry.
Jaws, Moonlight and Bonnie and Clyde. Maybe they're all Oscar winners, I think. I'm not sure about Bonnie and Clyde.
I can't think about them.
All of these films were edited by women.
I don't even think to say.
Verna Fields, Dee Dee Allen and Joy McMillan.
Come on, show me the take. Show me the take. A long time, try not to remember.
These women would not have had the opportunity to edit these award-winning films if it wasn't for Margaret Booth, one of the most influential pioneers for women in the film industry. In 1915, Booth was employed by D.W. Griffiths as a cutter, someone who cuts the negatives in the order they were shot to produce a film. Typically, women were recruited for this role as it was deemed easy. However, Booth took discarded film and began experimenting with different and creative cuts that changed the films completely. This inspired women to take a more prominent role behind the scenes. In particular, Blanche Sewell, who edited MGM's Wizard of Oz,
Not in Kansas anymore.
and Viola Lawrence, who edited Samuel Goldwyn's first sound film, Bulldog Drummond.
Murder. But there's a bomb.
By 1926, Booth had been employed by both Paramount and MGM, successfully working in two predominantly male companies. The impact Booth had on the industry is most evident towards the end of the 1920s, having turned one of the most important aspects of any film company into an almost entirely female sector. Although this is the case, many amateur filmmakers are unaware of their work in the industry today.
Production side? No, I can't.
Catherine Bigelow was the first woman to win Best Director at the Oscars. Quentin Tarantino, most of his films are edited by a woman called Sally Menke. She's done like Pulp Fiction and Glorious Bastard. She got nominated for Oscars for them.
Even though the work of women today is better credited than in the days of early pioneers such as Booth, their work is often overlooked, and typically males in the industry gain credit women deserve.
The Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson, he gets all the credit for those and how he made all those films, but they were written by 3 people, 2 of which were women. Tarantino, big thing about his film is, especially Pulp Fiction, is the way they're edited and the way they're put together, and that was done by a woman. I think they can be undermined sometimes.
It's clear to see the impact women had on the industry, particularly in the case of film editors. And although we've come a long way in giving women credit for the incredible work they do, we still have a long way to go.